So you kind of already told me where you're at with the lead. You gave like a overall summary of
Mhm.
how things happened. It was fast, and
Mhm.
it can possibly even be a source of revenue also on the buying side. Can you tell me a little bit more about the seller, like the motivation, like
So
telling me?
the
Mhm.
seller inherited the property, and his adopted parent passed away, and so he's inherited the property. His number that he gave us, his lowest acceptable offer, blew our minds because it
Yeah.
was he
300.
said 300. What he didn't know when he filled that out was that there was an outstanding mortgage,
Yeah.
well over 300.
Yeah.
But he's a young guy. He's in his like late 20s. Didn't
Yeah.
know that there was a mortgage to consider. So he needs to be around, was it 400?
Yeah, I think the mortgage is 400 or 440, I think, something like that.
In the low 400s is what he needs to break even. So he's able to. We talked to him. We asked him if he wants a cash offer, if he wants to list it, where he kind of feels he needs to be, what makes sense for him. He said that he wants to get as much money in his pocket. We said, okay, are you able to afford paying this house for the next 3 or so months? And he said, yes, but not much longer than that. And we said, okay, well, in that case, if you want to get the most money and you have a little bit of time, we believe you should, we can help you listing the property to get you top dollar. It's not a rundown house. It's a huge house and it's very well maintained. They're even doing updates right now, fixing the AC and a few other little minor updates, like updating the AC, not fixing it.
Like we need to do landscape, I think is pretty much it. Trim some trees back, and that's all.
That's it. So
yeah.
So that was the best offer for that situation. Obviously, we would have loved to have snatched it up for 200,000 below market,
Yeah.
but the bank would never have allowed that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a perfect solution for those, but for that guy, and he seems to have seen it that way because he went along.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Francheska's good at,
because I had already even brought the comps, like because I was like, it's probably not going to go plan A as a wholesale deal, based off of what he owes from the conversation we had on the phone. So I'm like, it's most likely going to be plan B. So let me already take the listing agreement, the seller's disclosure, all of the documents I need to pretty much get this listing up and ready. And then I also brought the comps with me so that I could sit here and support price, as far as where I think that this house will land. Ideally, I wanted to list this around 550 to be really competitive. But I think we can get 575. It just really depends on the buyer that we have come in. But even then, they're happy to have it at 550, but they're like, well, let's just try 575. Cool. Let's try the 575. I know we'll appraise at 575. I don't see any hesitation with that. It's just my concern is, we're going into the slowdown of the market with winter coming. Are we going to get that high offer during this time? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's a big house. So it's possible that somebody out there is looking for the master on main with the basement and all of the stuff that they have on their house. But just really depends. We don't know where that buyer is. That's why we're putting it on the market.
Worst case scenario, the guy was considering a low offer. So you'd say that he would be open to like discounts even if it lands closer to 500?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he would go all the way down to 500 because that would actually be really, really low, compared to where the comps are. But I think, like, for sure, if in 2 weeks we don't get any showings, I think he would just say, okay, let's just drop the price to the 550 and keep going from there. And depending on what we get as far as the 550, we keep going from there, but I think we would probably stay at least the 550 for maybe 30 days, just kind of see where the market's at and then go from there. So
yeah, what I like about what I'm hearing is that this lead came with a need, right? When this is from experience I've seen, and I think you guys are already noticing that leads from online marketing, from Facebook, they're looking for cash offers. And especially since we pre-qualify them and all of that, they come with this mindset of like, I need certainty, I need speed as much as possible, right? And I need the less income, the more convenience possible as well, right? So that means that with your approach and the way that you started the conversation and that you started this partnership, it seems like you guys are able to like work at all times based on where they're at, and you guys are able to, to present to him as an expert, and they let you guide the situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
You've noticed that from the leads. That's amazing. I mean,
a lot of them don't know anything about real estate.
A lot of what?
Like, a lot of the people that I've spoke to, most of them don't know anything about real estate. They're just like, okay, just like, let's just move forward. How do we close this deal? I mean, we're texting back and forth with one right now that said, oh, she wants a quick close. I'm like, okay, by you saying a quick close, we're probably looking at 2 to 3 weeks. Would that work for you? And she just responded with,
nope.
No. Like, absolutely not. We need more time to figure out where we're going.
Nice.
Okay. So that, I'm sitting here just explaining a quick close means like, this is fast. This is very fast. Will that work? No? Okay. Then you probably need that 60-day close that I was talking about. Because they had mentioned they were older, that they're disabled, things like that.
And then she
mentioned,
she mentioned that they need to find another house to live in.
And that they've already been in talks with a realtor too. So I'm like, well then, are you interviewing more? Because I'm happy to discuss that too. We'll run the numbers, and then I'm going to give her a call and just kind of see where she's at and see if maybe we get an interview for later today. So I'm like, I have my hair all nice and pretty. I need to make sure it's worthwhile. But that's where we're
guys,
at.
That's amazing. That's amazing. This is really, really good stuff. You guys are building unique solutions, and it seems like preparation is a key value for you. Even the hair you prepare.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I have to look good. And I did this because I had a photo shoot yesterday with the baby and stuff, just like a fall photo shoot with him. So we got some cute pictures.
But I do want to reiterate what Francheska said. So we're on the 9th. The last week or so, maybe the whole month, the leads have all been Atlanta and Metro Atlanta. So they're actually good now.
And we have one in Marietta, the Claude guy.
Yeah. So we're getting what we want, what we asked for. Now it's in our hands. But if you do speak to the team, or if they ask for feedback, or if these notes get passed on to somebody, they're where we want to be now. So now the pressure is on for us to do what we got to do.